Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to my channel today. Welcome to this video. Thank you so much for tuning in to watch what I have to share today. My name is Donna, and this is Fancy Fiber Forum. And we love fancy fiber here, in case you're new and haven't checked out my channel. Yeah, I'm in a different location because I can't find my other phone holder where I normally would sit at the dining room table and record, and it's too cold downstairs, so that's why I've kind of gotten away from recording down there. It's a little too chilly. So, although today it's 52 degrees, it probably wouldn't be too bad down there today. We're warming up here in West Central Missouri. So, yeah, a lot of the snow has melted in the backyard. Today is January 29th, 2025, and I am just pleased as punch to have you here today. I just got out of the shower. I woke up with a bit of a headache, and I took a migraine pill, but it still wasn't going away. So I thought a nice warm shower to soothe the neck, the back of the neck, and maybe I'll feel better. So I feel a little bit better after just standing in the shower for a while. Really hot shower. Today is acquisition day. I got the first of 2 Joann orders. And if you're like me, you are freaking out over Joann possibly going out of business. It sounds like they will be. I hope this isn't too much light behind me. I don't know if I should maybe turn the camera. Let me see. I gotta move some stuff out of the way. Maybe move. That's a little better, I think. That's where I should have started. And there's Goober. Okay. This isn't a very good tripod. I know, Goob. It's okay. Yeah, if you're like me, you're freaking out over Joann and doing a little panic buying. And I happened to stumble upon a video yesterday, and it was this woman giving 5 reasons not to panic buy and 1 reason to panic buy. What was the 1 reason to? Oh, the only reason you should panic buy is if you have gift cards. I wholeheartedly disagree. I disagree. Now, Joann has a couple of exclusive brands and exclusive yarns. That would be the reason that I would panic buy. But, you know, they carry a lot of other brands. You know, they carry Lion Brand, and they carry, you know, some other Bernat and stuff like that. But they do have a couple of exclusive brands. I don't know if Eddie Bauer is exclusive to Joann. If anybody knows, let me know, because I may have to buy up some Eddie Bauer next. But for me, it's the KNC brand of yarn. Once that's gone, the only way you're going to get it is from Etsy and eBay. And I have to wonder if resellers are taking advantage of this and they're going to sell it at a premium on their online stores. So that's going to be the only place you can get it. I have been a fan of the KNC brand for probably since 2022, when they launched a line of hanks, and their hanks are very similar in fiber content to what is now being sold as the sock wool. Of course, the sock wool is basically to make socks, because the the yarn has a very quick color change, which is what you'd want to make sock. But they did have, and I meant to bring one with me, they did have a line of, well, let me go grab it. I'll be right back. Okay, here are a couple of examples of the sock yarn, I would say, because it's the same fiber content, and actually this one I believe is from 2022. This one came out in 2024. So when I saw those, I just had to buy them, and not a whole lot of creators are talking about it, but I snatched up quite a bit of it. And these are 75% superwash merino, 25% polyamide, exact same fiber as the sock wool. 492 yards though, so I think it might be more yardage. This obviously is a fingering weight yarn, but it's very nice. It's very, very nice. They came out with some similar ones in 2022. I didn't bring any of those. This might have been a 2022. Hot pink. They had some speckled ones. I can't remember what all they had. I've probably still got some. But yeah. So this is the only reason I shop Joann, really, is for the KNC. And those I don't think you see those. Well, the ones that launched last year, you can probably still get there. I was watching, whose channel was that I was watching yesterday? And she happened to walk right by an end cap, and it had these on there, and she didn't really talk about it. I don't remember who was that. Oh, it was Llama Mama Kayla. Yep. So Kayla, if you're watching, I know you don't mess with fingering weight yarn, but I enjoyed seeing that end cap. Anyway, I digress. Today is all about a yarn haul, recent yarn haul that I got from Joann that is all KNC. And I am so excited because I haven't touched this yarn. I haven't seen it in person. I don't believe you can get any of these in the store. I don't believe. Maybe, but maybe not. And I have to thank Shannon at Another Yarn, oh my gosh, for enabling, because it was her prompting, as well as another video that I watched that confirmed that indeed Joann's is up for bid and may be sold very soon to a liquidator. By the way, let me show you my shirt. She loves me more. No, she loves me more. That is very much me. All right, I'm looking in the box, and right away I'm seeing, oh my gosh, such beautiful stuff. So yeah, I was prompted by two other creators that I need to just go ahead and get these, because if I don't, they're going to be gone. And then I'm going to be really sad that I don't have them. Mainly because several of these are 2 weights. And if you've been watching me for any period of time, you know that I'm trying to build up my collection of sport weight yarn. So this is definitely going to help with that. This was put on top. I don't know why. By the way, this paper, someone said it's good for coloring on if you have little kids. It's also great to put in your charcoal chimney to start your fires if you're grilling. That's what I use it for. It's great for that. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. This is gorgeous stuff. Where should I start? Well, I'm going to start with what's on top because I want to feel it. Oh my gosh. I think Jennifer at Cinnamon Stitches featured this yarn. I'm pretty sure it was her. I'm sure a lot of others are too, but she was the one that prompted me to go ahead and try it. This is K&C Marshmallow. Oh my gosh. Doesn't really smell very woolly. 99% wool, 1% polyamide, 150 grams, 5.29 ounce, 68 meters, 74 yards. This color is called Douglas Fir. And it's a 7 weight. So it reminds me, she said it reminded her of Caracol because it has this thread wrapped around it. I think Caracol is not an attractive yarn. I don't think I'd ever buy it. But it reminds me of Rasta, even though it's not really plied. The thread gives it an illusion that it's plied, but it's definitely a single ply yarn wrapped in a black, no, in this case, looks like a clear, looks like a nylon thread. That's probably what the polyamide is. Yeah, it's a nylon thread that hopefully does not break. But isn't that gorgeous? I got 2 of these. I got 2 of everything. That's beautiful. That would make a gorgeous hat. Possibly ear warmer. It's so soft. All right, I don't have a spot to put these in, so I'm just gonna have to put it back and just dig. All right, so there's 2 of the Douglas Fir. Oh my gosh. I'm so excited. I am so excited. All right, so the next one, I'm just going to show you the marshmallows first. The next one is called Apple Picking. Oh my goodness. Reds and greens. 2 of some of my favorite color combination. That definitely looks like apples. Oh, so pretty. So pretty. Soft as can be. Don't be afraid of wool, you guys. Not all wool is created the same at all. This is lovely. And I would dare to say this is comparable to Malabrigo. I would say. Where is this made, by the way? I bet it's Turkey. Made in Turkey. Yeah, Rasta is made in Peru. All Malabrigo is made in Peru. So, you know, could it be that these aren't as ethically sourced as Malabrigo? Maybe. And that's probably why it's cheaper. I should have written down the price, but these were like half price. I think these were $7.99. Normally $20. No, they were $9.99. Normally $19.99. Half price. There's those. Next up is the color called Northern Lights. Oh my gosh. That's an appropriate name. That's a very appropriate name. Blues and purples. Gorgeous. Look at that. That is a very appropriate name. 2 of those. It's like a pillow. You could use it as a pillow. Oh my gosh. Gorgeous. Just gorgeous. There are no more words. All right. Next up, we have greenery. Very appropriate name also. Looks like a philodendron. And green is definitely a favorite color of mine. That's just gorgeous. Just gorgeous. Now, because this is a single ply and it's not plied, even though it's single plied, it's not twisted very tightly. So there is no way on God's green earth that I would put this in the washer or the dryer. Even though it's superwash and it's treated so you can, I wouldn't, because it would just be a fuzzy mess. And so I would probably make something that wouldn't require very much care. You know, like a hat or scarf. I don't think people wash their hats and scarves unless, you know, they use them for hunting or, you know, where they sweat in them a lot. This is for a fashion piece. Isn't that beautiful? That's just beautiful. Oh my gosh. All right, one more of the marshmallow. Oh my goodness. That's not it. Where's the other one? There it is. All right, this one is called Winterberry. That's my other favorite color. That's really pretty. Winterberry. The light keeps coming and going. Isn't that pretty? So very winey colors. Plum. Beautiful. Just beautiful. Highly recommend. I mean, for $10 a piece. Yeah. Thank you. All right. So now we're going to move on to the lighter weight yarn. And this is what I've been so excited to see. And you know what, you guys? They say this is a 2-weight. I am going to beg to differ. I'm comparing it. I'm going to beg to differ. It is very close in weight to this one. Very close. I'm going to compare it to the newer one. This is a lot more tightly wound. I'm trying not to pull it. All right. I'm going to say those are the same. So I beg to differ that that's a 2-weight. If this is a 2-weight, then this is a 2-weight. And this clearly says it's a number 1. Right there. These are the exact same size. So, yeah, I don't know who's doing their testing, but I'm not convinced that's 2-weight. That's a 1. I believe that's a 1. It may be a heavy 1 or a light 2, but I don't think it's a 2. So anyway, this is called Leafy Green Smoothie. And it is a lot of different colors of green, and there's a little bit of brown in there. That's very camo. That is very camo. You could hold this double and make a hat for your hunter buddy. Well, of course, hunters have to wear orange, don't they? But most hunters wouldn't mind having a camo hat, right? Or scarf. That's really pretty. Okay, and I got 2 of those. Next one is called Spicy Tomato. And this is basically pinks, some wine colors, maybe a dark orange in there. Kind of a darker orangey red. Spicy tomato. These are, I didn't read the specs yet, sorry. Hand-painted sock wool. 75% superwash, merino fine wool, 25% polyamide. Same as these. 100 grams, 3.5 ounces. I'm going to compare the weight. Yep, 100 grams, 3.5 ounces. I'm going to laugh if the yardage is the same. Less yardage, 360 yards as opposed to 430 yards. But I'm going to say they're pretty much the same weight. But that's really, really pretty. Made in Turkey, of course. They are Okotex, so I think that's kind of new for KNC, if I'm not mistaken. I don't think they were Okotex certified before. Yeah, it's not on this one. So, and they've got better labeling this time. These were awful. These were awful labels. They would always tear, and you'd see these all falling apart, hanging from the displays because the paper broke. This is a way better way and very fancy way of labeling. So I'm happy about that. But that's really pretty. Okay, there's that one. This is the one I was looking forward to seeing. This is called Espresso Swirl. And Shannon, this is the one I told you should look into buying. Although you may not like these colors, but I do. There's a lot of different colors going on in here. There's some really dark teal greens, burgundy colors, wine colors, orange, blue-gray, black. Quite an assortment of colors. That would make a beautiful shawl. Truly. These have to off gas. They smell like cardboard box. So that's gorgeous, and I've got more of this coming in my next order, but this one I've only got 2. Okay. Let's see what else we've got. Okay, cranberry swirl. And I know Shannon got some of these. There's a piece of glitter. There's glitter on here. And this is similar to the espresso, but it's not as dark. So it's got, of course, it's got some beige colors in there, some wine colors. Yeah, it's basically beiges, pinks, and wine colors. That is so pretty. That is really, really, really pretty. That's cranberry swirl. Let's see if there's anything else in here. That's another one of the green. I think that's all. Yep. Let's see. That's the spicy tomato. I think that's all, you guys. That's my haul. I am just beside myself. I love it all. I really love it all. But there is no way that this is a 2-weight to me. Now, are there Are there heavier 1 weights? Yeah. Are there thinner 2 weights? Yeah. But if I was going to use this, I wouldn't use this with another 2 weight. I've got some 2 weights that are heavier than this. But I could be wrong. I could be wrong. What do you guys think? You think that's a 1 or a 2? I suppose it could be a 2. I'm just saying it's very close to, that, which is supposedly classified as a 1. It's thinner than, I will say this, it's thinner than the 2 weight Anzula that I got. I will say that. So beautiful. I'm so excited and happy to have that. I have another order placed. And that one has, I believe, more of the more of this, I think. I'd like to get some of that 5 weight. They have a 5 weight, but I think I got more of the hand painted. I think that's what my order is. So that's my haul. Well, since I'm here, I may as well show you what I was working on yesterday. At market, one of the gals that showed up inquired about me making her a headband / ear warmer. And she was wearing one that it was a knit headband, and it was thick, and it had cables stitched into it. So she specifically said, you know, could you do a cable ear warmer? So of course I came home and started looking for patterns. And I found one that's really, really easy. So I just went crazy making a bunch of these. Well, I've made, what, 4? 3 or 4. This is the last one that I made. And I made this using a 5 weight merino that Hobby Lobby used to sell as part of their hand-dyed, authentic hand-dyed collection. So this consists of 3 rows of front post trebles on every other row. So you're working this way. And then you join them and you run another yarn underneath the trebles and you cinch them together, and that gives you the little squish in the middle. And to cover up the yarn, I just put a little button right there. So that's kind of cute. So I made that one. And then I started making one with 2 different colors, and it's becoming a little bit of a pain because I'm gonna have to sew in ends. But I think it's turning out really pretty. See the texture on the trebles? And this is made using Rossetti Cinema in 2 different colors. So I'll probably get that one finished today. And then I made, this was the first one I made, and I think I'm going to put a button on it. But this was made holding 2 two worsted weights together to make it thicker, because I tried it with one and it was too see-through. So I could have gone down a hook size, but I thought I'll just double. And see, there's the yarn. I'll probably put a button there. And then there's the back. It's a very easy pattern. This one, the center, I should have probably gone over one more, because it's not exactly centered, but that's okay. Very cute. So I made that one, and then I made one with the Rossetti Cinema again, all in blue. So I'll probably put a button there also. So those are the ear warmers. I started making one. Here's the example of the one that I made with just one strand of yarn. Whoops. Oops. It's too see-through. I mean, it would be cute for just fashion, but you know, if you're wanting something to keep your ears warm, this isn't gonna really do the trick very well. And I'm not sure that this wool wouldn't be too itchy. So I need to frog this, but I don't know if you can tell, but this yarn is very fuzzy, and I imagine frogging it would be a pain. It's single ply. Do I have the ball band? I do not have ball band handy, and I can't remember the brand. Might be Ella Ray, I don't remember. But she really liked this color, so I'd like to frog this and start over doing 2 strands. That, or use a 4mm hook to make it a little tighter. So there's that. That's what I've been working on, is headbands. I worked on my Mrs. Fezziwig again last night, and right now I'm down to, I want to say, the last 2 sets of colors. So that means 7, 14. I think I've got 2 more left on that column, 14, 15, 16. So roughly 32 to 34 more rows on the Fezziwig, and then I'll be done. I will be done. I noticed when I took it with me to crochet group last Sunday, I'm looking at it and I looked at one of the edges and it didn't look right. Well, one of my knots had come undone where I did the color change, and I always do the magic knot. I always do. And it came undone. Luckily, the ends were still there, and I just tied it. So that freaked me out, because that's the first time that's happened. That really freaked me out. I don't know why. Because, you know, you watch those tutorials of how to do the magic knot, and they cut those ends so close to the knot. I don't typically do that, and it still came undone. So that worried me a little bit. But I'm trudging on, and I'm going to finish it. But I need to frog that entire beret back. I'm going to try to do that today. And then another gal that comes to market asked me if I could make some mittens. So I sent her a bunch of color combinations. She'd rather not have a solid, and she wants something darker that will go with black and brown. So I guess she wears black and brown coats. I don't know. So I gathered up a couple of 3 and 4 weight yarns that I could hold double, and asked her if she would pick one, and we'll go from there. But I need to find a mitten pattern. I found one, but I'm having a hard time deciphering what it means. I found this pattern on Ravelry. It's a free pattern. Those are really cute mittens. I don't want the standard single crochet mittens. I want something that has a little character. So if anybody has any patterns, to share with me, I would love that. But this is a little bit confusing to me. Which part did I find confusing? Okay, so say the beginning says chain 40 for the smallest pair. Chain 40 and work in the pattern for 5 rounds. So, okay, so it gives me the pattern. Mark the 2 middle stitches for the thumb gusset. Doesn't get any more specific than that. Increase 1 stitch on each side of the markers every second round times 4, with 2 more stitches between the increases each time. What does that mean? I don't know what that means. But if you guys want to look up the pattern on Ravelry and maybe help me through it, it's an adorable, that's an adorable mitten. That's really cute. And that has some character. I really like it. So, anybody want to help? I would appreciate the help. Or if you have another mitten pattern that has, some character to it, feel free to share. You can email me a link or whatever. My email is in my bio page. So with that, I think I'm going to let you go. Nothing really new to share. Oh, yesterday, I will share this. Yesterday was the day that I was supposed to go to court over the whole dog incident. And I was supposed to have received a letter giving me the court date. I don't know about your area, but around here, the Postal Service has seriously been lacking. So I never received a letter. Well, I wasn't just going to let it go, because I know that's serious. If you're supposed to appear in court and you don't go, that's not good. So I called around to, the city offices to find out who could give me information on appearing in court, thinking they would have a docket. My name would be on a docket. So I finally got a hold of somebody that told me the date and the time for cases similar to mine. So that was the date. That was the day before. So I got up and I got ready, and I was supposed to be there at 9:30. I was going to leave a little bit early, even though the courthouse is probably only 10 or 15 minutes, 10 minutes away. It's about 10 minutes away. But I wanted to go early because I wanted to be sure that I was going where I was supposed to go and didn't get lost. So here it is, about 10 minutes to 9. I was going to leave right around 9. 10 minutes to 9, I'm sitting in the chair waiting until 9 o'clock. And someone comes to my door. Goober's barking like crazy, so I put him downstairs. And it was that same animal control officer that was here 2 weeks ago. He had called me prior to that. He had called me, 15 or 20 minutes before that. And I explained I had never gotten the letter. He wanted to know what I had gotten done, because I guess he's supposed to be in court also. So I explained what happened, and I explained what I did with Bean. So he said, all right, I will see what I can do. So I assumed he was going to go speak with the judge or the clerk or whoever to see about pushing the date back, because I wasn't prepared. I was, regardless of what I did, I was supposed to have the veterinary paperwork filled out, whether I had decided to keep him and get him vaccinated or have him put down. I was supposed to have that paperwork filled out. I didn't know that by rehoming him, I still needed to have it filled out. I guess that wasn't covered when he was here the first time. Although I had reached out to him asking him or informing him that a friend of my son's was interested in taking Bean. So I never heard back from him till yesterday morning. And I tried to call him back. And I didn't get him, I tried to call him yesterday and I didn't get him. Anyway, so he came, gave me the new subpoena with the new court date, and now the new court date is the 18th. Apparently the neighbor has to be there also, and we talked about that. I don't know if she didn't get the letter either, because her car was still in the driveway. So she didn't go. He went over to her house after he visited with me. She didn't answer the door. Or he might have gone there first. She didn't answer the door, which doesn't surprise me. So I asked him, if I go and I have this paperwork filled out and she's not there, what happens? And he said the judge will likely just dismiss it and tell you you're free to go. So you guys, that'll be the best case scenario, is that she just doesn't, either she doesn't show up on the 18th, or she speaks with animal control and says, I don't want to pursue it. In which case I think they'll probably dismiss the case. But she's not responding to his phone calls, and she's not answering the door when he goes over there. So my feelings are, she thinks she'll probably get in trouble for not having her dogs registered with the city. They're not vaccinated. I know that because she didn't take her dog to the vet after the incident. And, you know, she just doesn't strike me as somebody who abides by the law. She just doesn't strike me as that. So hoping that she will talk to him and just say, I don't want to pursue it, for fear she's going to get in trouble also. That's my hope. And those are my thoughts. If she's there, she's there. But I think she's worried that the whole pointing the gun incident is going to come out. I think she's going to fear that she threatened me with her fist, that'll come out. I brought that up when Matthew was here yesterday, and he said the judge is more concerned, hopefully he doesn't tell her this, but the judge is more concerned with the resolution of the dog. Nothing else. Typically, they just skim right over any other information in the report. But who knows? He could see that, and he could bring that up. It's possible. And I think that's what's going to keep her from appearing. I hope. Because I would rather get out of this without having to pay anything. But I am going to have to coordinate with Bean's new owner. This is going on way longer than I imagined it would. I am going to have to coordinate with him on a Friday when my son is off. Go pick Bean up, take him to a vet, get him his rabies shot and microchip, and that's it. So hopefully I can get that all done for under $100 if I can find a vet that doesn't charge to walk in the door, which is kind of difficult these days. But that's the plan. That is the plan. So that'll be happening here somewhere between now and the 18th. So God definitely answered prayers yesterday, because I really wasn't financially prepared to have to pay any tickets or fines or anything like that. The 18th, I'll be in a better financial situation. So that's good. So if I have to pay a ticket, I'll have to pay a ticket. I don't know. I just want this done and over with. I just want it over with. And she needs to keep her nose out of my business. And she needs to stop being such a cruddy neighbor. Because the police told me if I continue to call them, I've only done it once, but if I continue to call them concerning her and threats or anything like that, she will be deemed as a nuisance neighbor, and they will start fining her. So it's in her best interest to keep her business to herself and leave me alone. Yeah, Goober alerted to something going on outside, and I noticed that the city truck had pulled up across the street from her house, so I was watching, and it looks like she had her water turned off today. I sympathize, really, because that's happened to me before in my younger days. So I do sympathize. And if I hadn't been in my pajamas, I might have gone out there to ask them what it would take to keep her water on. If I had been dressed and in a better financial situation, I might have done that to be a good neighbor. It crossed my mind. And it was probably God telling me that. But I didn't do it. And I'm really not in a financial spot to do that anyway. Because I'm sure, and it's weird because here our utilities, our electric and our water are on the same bill. Her lights are still on. So I don't know. Maybe she only paid the electric, I don't know, the electric portion. That's kind of odd because they are together. I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to stop talking about personal stuff right now and put this video to bed. I hope you guys watched. And I apologize for rambling on and on and on when all this is supposed to be about is yarn. I have not gotten notification that my second order has shipped, but that'll probably be coming next week. And I'm looking forward to that one. That's going to be a cool order. Because I think I got some different colors, and I got more of the espresso swirl. Because that and the greens are my two favorites. So now I got to figure out where to store these. I'm running out of room. And I don't know if I want to put these with the 2 weights. I guess I will, because they're technically rated as a 2. So I'll put them there, or else I'll put them with all my other KNC. I don't know yet. But anyway, I hope this video has found you well today. I do that a lot. I just get these thoughts and then nothing. Thank you for joining me today. I appreciate it. We're getting closer to the milestone of 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours. We're getting closer and closer all the time. And remember, we've got that special event coming up on the 15th. I watched the video again, and now I know that the event is on the 15th. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I'll post the video again down below. There's a special event happening on the 15th. I'm not going to say the word. And I think I'm going to change the event to the 14th because it's Valentine's Day. So, yeah, the event will be on the 14th instead of the 15th. I did the original video on the 15th, and I said 30 days. So I'm thinking 30 days anyway would be the 14th. I think. Anyway, regardless, it'll be the 14th when I have that event with the patriotic fade yarn to see who I get to send that to, if you know what I'm saying. All right, I'm going to scoot out of here and get this yarn put away, and I'll probably touch base again early next week and let you know how market went, because I'm doing my sister's market again this Saturday, so we'll see how that goes. Till then, you guys, take care. Stay well, stay warm, stay cool, whatever it is. Remember, God loves you. Jesus loves you. I love you. And I will see you on the next one. Bye for now.